Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I am here to talk a little bit more in detail about the Captain America Civil War trailer. I'm here to kind of give what I think is happening from what I've seen in the trailer, break down a little bit more, because some people see the trailer and don't really know what's going on, just like what's happening. And some people are confused, like why is Iron Man turning and all these other different things I'm here to talk about with you guys. And alright, I'm going to kick it off. We'll start off at the beginning of this trailer, right off the bat. Spoilers. If you haven't seen Ant-Man, this is a big spoiler for you. The beginning of the trailer is, in fact, the end teaser credit, the post-credit scene of Ant-Man. And it's, it's Steve and it's Captain America and Falcon. Apparently, Winter Soldier is caught in some kind of vice, and they're talking to him. And then, Cap walks up to him and says, "Do you remember me?" And, Bucky kind of says something that was, like, of course he remembers him because he says something that obviously happened when they were children. So that's cool to know that Bucky's apparently starting to remember, and Bucky's apparently the brainwashing that they did to him in Winter Soldier. Because Bucky's been, for you people don't know, Bucky has been brainwashed since, let's see, probably somewhere since Cap went into the ice like 80 years ago. Bucky has been brainwashed for decades into killing people. So he doesn't even know what he's doing. He never knew he was being brainwashed into killing people. So that's what Bucky's been living with for the last few decades. So, Cap's trying to save him. And from what I can gather in this beginning episode, obviously the government is after Bucky. Now, either it's the government themselves, the United Nations, like all the governments of the world are after Bucky, which I've already come to the conclusion is it's either two or three things. It's either they're coming after Bucky because of all the stuff that was leaked out in Winter Soldier, because it leaked out everything that Hydra was and everything that S.H.I.E.L.D. did. So obviously all the assassinations and things that Bucky did was obviously leaked out on the web, which means that all the countries around the world know that Bucky had a hand in a lot of killings in different nations. So Bucky is considered, no matter what, Bucky is considered the most wanted man on the planet because he's killed all these people. They don't know that he was brainwashed. They don't know that. They don't know that he's, normal again. They just know that this guy's face has been around centuries killing people. Decades killing people from different countries. So he's obviously public enemy number one. Now, my other theory is that Baron Zemo, who you do not see in the trailer, is somewhere behind the scenes trying to make circumstances look as if Bucky had caused something. Because you see an explosion in this big room that looks a lot like it would be something where all these official government kind of people are meeting. So I'm guessing that bomb going off in that room, killing a bunch of people from different countries, and they're gonna and Baron's gonna set it up to make it seem like Bucky had something to do with it. And once again, it's gonna play into what I just said a minute ago, which is that Bucky's killed so many people that the government's gonna hear he was involved in it and just immediately assume that he was involved in it. But other than that, they got that going on, and Cap and it's obvious that Cap disagrees with the government, and he's trying to defend his friend. He's trying to save his friend. So that's with that going on. Then you got this Segovia Accords, which is basically the new version of the superhuman act or whatever, where basically all the governments of the world want to be able to control all the heroes. They want the heroes to do what they want them to do when they want them to do it. Basically, like I told my friend, is heroes have been saving. The government wants them to save people on their terms. The government wants them to do things on their terms. Even though in a weird way, the way they saved the day couldn't have been done any better and probably couldn't have been done without them. The government still wants a little bit of control over them because of what happened in Segovia, which is kind of cool that they're bringing back Segovia. And you figure half of a country being destroyed would probably have, an entire city being taken off the ground and blown up. You figure would probably have a little bit of after effects. Now, you see the Black Panther for the first time in this trailer, and I have theories about why he's there too. My big theory is, which is a little shaky because I'm like, I don't know if they would do that, is that his either two things. Either the Winter Soldier, for a fact, he is going after the Winter Soldier. He is looking for the Winter Soldier. I can say that without a doubt. I don't know if he's against Cap. I don't even know if he's for this cause or whatnot, but I know that he is coming for Bucky. And I think it's because of what happened, the explosion. either his father was in there, and that's how Marvel's gonna do it. Like his father was killed in that explosion, and he thinks Bucky did it, and he's hearing all these things about Bucky doing it, and he's gonna suit up and go after Bucky and find him. Or his brother or mother or someone he was in love with was in that explosion. But I think it has something to do with that explosion. Now, I could be wrong, and it could be just okay, we're going to show, it could just be the Panther going, all right, I'm going to show a little faith on my part. Because Black Panther identity really wouldn't be a secret thing. Because if you ever visit Wakanda, then you know the Black Panther mantle is the king, and he's the king. So it would be like, well, obviously it's T'Challa. But I don't know how many people don't go to Africa. Now, a lot of people on YouTube are saying maybe this is Wakanda. I do not think they're going to show Wakanda whatsoever. I think you might get a glimpse of Wakanda. I think, for the most part, you're going to just see Black Panther. I think it's his father. I think his father's coming to wherever the United Nations thing is, conference or whatever is going on that explodes. He's going to be like, all right, son, you come with me, and they're going to go, and then something's going to happen. And it's going to blow up, and a bunch of people, and his father's going to die in the crossfire, and he's going to think it's Bucky, and he's going to spend most of the movie going after Bucky until he finds out that it was Baron Zemo or something. I'm pretty sure Baron Zemo hires Crossbones to help him make this seem like it was Bucky, to get the heroes out the way for him to do something. And only thing I haven't really quite figured out is what is Baron Zemo probably trying to get them to have this conflict, so that he could do something, so he's doing something behind the scenes, but I haven't figured it out yet. My guess, if they're not going to go with Red Hulk, which I don't think they're going to do with General Thunderbolt Ross, which is cool that they got William Hurt back for Thunderbolt Ross from The Incredible Hulk. That is awesome. He's got to say something about Bruce Banner. I mean, got to say something. But, it is kind of cool he's coming back. I'm pretty sure he's not going to go Red Hulk. So, my theory is that he's going to make some, because he's the only one who really knows where Abomination is. And Abomination is still alive, by the way, from The Incredible Hulk. And he's a badass hit villain. And I'm pretty sure, and I got this weird sneaky suspicion that Abomination is going to be jailbreak. He's going to let Abomination out. I think Baron Zemo, by the end of this movie, isn't going to be defeated. I think he's going to be set up for the Masters of Evil. Because my long theory is that the Masters of Evil are going to be the thing that the Avengers are fighting in the first movie. Because it's never happened before. The Avengers have never fought another villainous group. And it makes sense that, for Thanos to have his army, whatnot, have another group to distract the Avengers as he collects these other gems, you know what I mean? So I think that the Avengers are going to fight the Masters of Evil in Infinity War Part 1, which is why it's split up in parts, because it's because in my head I was like, there's no way in hell they're going to just be fighting one dude for 2 freaking movies. So I'm like, you know what, that makes more sense, that they're fighting the Masters of Evil. And I think Zemo, this might be one of those, this might be the first Marvel movie where the heroes ultimately do not win. They think they won. I'm telling you, it's going to end with they think they won, and then Enchantress or somebody's going to pop up in the back and just say, Zemo, you want to join something? I'm telling you, it's going to be something badass like that. But back to what I've seen in the movie. From what I can see, Black Widow is obviously on the government side, which makes sense, as some people have pointed out. She, in Captain America: Winter Soldier, she is the most public, and she's outside of Tony and maybe a couple others, she's the most public figure, because she was there talking about all that information she leaked out. She was in Senate talking about that, so she is in the public eye. So, and it makes sense because Natasha is the soldier. She does what's necessary, so it makes sense that, she would go with the government on this. And I can't wait to see. There is definitely a scene, because the way she was talking, there's definitely a scene where she's going to fight Cap, and I can't wait to see that fight. There's going to be a bunch of fights that I never thought I could get to see that are going to be awesome. First of all, right at the top, Cap versus Tony is going to be badass. Bucky versus the Black Panther. The Black Panther versus Cap. Hawkeye versus Natasha. You're going to see a lot of different awesome, and that's the thing. This trailer didn't even show the Vision or Ant-Man or Spider-Man. So you got that going on. And another theory I got going on with Spider-Man, because he wasn't in the trailer. He wasn't even in the trailer at all. He's not even in any of the concept art. He's not even hinted at. Is that Spider-Man's going to be the one who discovers this plan. Is that what I'm thinking? Is why he's not going to be in the big battle. He's going to be around, but he's not going to be in any of the big fights and whatnot. Because I think that Spider-Man's going to be the one who discovers Zemo's plot. I think Spider-Man's going to be the one kind of behind the scenes, sneaking around. Zemo's behind the scenes, but Spider-Man's going to be kind of going behind the scenes to figure out what's going on, because he has the skills and whatnot to do that. because I think he's gonna be like firmly on Team Tony in the beginning, but I think like either Cap's gonna say something to him, or either he's gonna figure something that's not right, and he's gonna kind of go behind the scenes, because they say that he's gonna have a major part, but not a major role, not like a huge role, but he's gonna have a good big part. So I was like, what kind of a big part could he have if he's not in any of the big battles? If he's not then that means that he has to be the guy who's behind the scenes trying to figure out what the hell's going on, trying to figure out why are these people fighting, and trying to figure out like things can't be this bad. You know what I mean? Because as Peter Parker in this new Marvel Cinematic Universe is 16 years old, so he's probably been looking up to these heroes and going, what the hell happened? I mean, you guys were the Avengers. I looked up to you. What's happening? So he's probably gonna go. And he's a reporter, and it'd be something cool for Spider-Man to do, is discover this whole plot and break them up. It'd probably be something awesome, like Spider-Man comes to the rescue and be like, "Stop, guys, stop! Look, it's Zemo's fault." I'm telling you, Zemo's gonna probably be introduced in the beginning. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna be at that Senate. He's gonna be at the meeting. He's gonna be all over the place, but they're not gonna know he's like a super criminal. They're gonna just think, "Oh, it's Baron Zemo. Yeah, it's Zemo." Like, I'm telling you, he's gonna be introduced fairly early in this, and I can't wait for that. Another thing, War Machine was down on the ground, and it looked like someone ripped out his power cord. I'm thinking Bucky, but like someone else said, it might be a third party, but it might be Bucky. It'd be definitely interesting to see what happened if Bucky took down Tony's best friend. So that would be interesting. Cool thing I just saw is I basically saw the Scarlet Witch flying, which was awesome. It's something she could do in the comics and whatnot, but I haven't seen her in the TV. But so that's kind of cool to see her do that. And I'm kind of funny about Marvel and the twins, because Fox is doing a great job with Quicksilver, but Marvel's doing such a good job with Scarlet Witch. I don't know if Fox is gonna even mess with Scarlet Witch, even though she is in that universe. I don't know if Fox is gonna mess with Scarlet Witch. Even though I prefer Marvel, I kind of prefer Marvel's because it's more of a realistic interpretation of the character. Because he was like because in the comic books he's not that fast. And X-Men Days of Future Past, he is not that fast. He can move at the speed of maybe sound going his top speed, but he is not that fast. He was like moving at light speed. Like, he's not that fast. He's pretty fast, but he's not that fast. So that's the only problem I ever had with that movie. But back to Captain America. I definitely love that, this movie is going to make it hard for me, because I'm like thinking to myself, these guys, even if Baron Zemo's done all this stuff, even if all that stuff happened and it was someone else's fault, they would have went to war with each other and beaten each other so badly that I'm having a hard time. Them coming back together is going to be difficult. Broken bonds, broken friendships, broken backs, broken bones. This is going to be a doozy. I am looking forward to this movie. I have been looking forward to this movie for a long time, but this trailer just solidified what I thought was there. I love that line between Tony and Cap, but Cap's like, Bucky's my friend, and Tony's like, so was I. And a lot of people are going, what do you mean? Like, I don't see it. You guys were friends. I mean, haven't you fought with your friend? I mean, you fought with your friend before. You called your friend names. You said these things didn't make him any less of a friend. I've done it to my brothers, and it didn't make them any less of my brothers. You know what I mean? So, they bicker and they anger at each other, but it's not in a enemy kind of way. It's in a God, you irritate me kind of way. But they still were friends at the end of the day. At the end of every one of the movies, they are shaking hands and, saying God, and like patting each other on the back, going, sorry man, things got heated. Kind of pretty much going like that. They were friends. You find a bond with someone you've gone to war with. They have gone to war with each other. They have been battling at least for a couple of years. They went to war and they took on an alien invasion together. And apparently they have been fighting, taking out these many different bunkers that Hydra had before they got to the last one. Then they took on a swarm of aliens together. They have been to war together. When you've been to war with somebody that many times, you have a bond. But that's the thing. Cap does the right thing no matter what. And if that means that Tony's in his way to saving his friend, to clearing his friend, then he's going to go through him. And I love that about Cap. I'm always Team Cap no matter what, because Cap always does the right thing. Even if it means doing what you think, even if it means turning your back. If it's the right thing to do, it's the right thing to do. And that's why I love Captain America, and I'm rooting for him in this movie, and I can't wait to see all these fight scenes and all these... I can't wait for this movie. Man. But anyways, thank you. If you have any theories about what's going to happen in the movie, comment below. Subscribe and like it, because I am... And if you're excited for this movie as I am, you should like it. Alright, thank you.